Hey. How we doing? I just realised, like, I've not even set my webcam up. One sec. Hell yeah. There we go. Cue the shopping montage. Well, yeah, that's what we're going to be doing. So, yeah. Even Rocky had a montage. Montage. Wait a sec. Is my game not saved? Oh no, thank fuck. Oh! Oh! I thought the game hadn't saved. Got the keys from the van from the bottle? What, from the swingers club? No, I left them there for you, dude. How are we doing? Are we good? Are we good?
Tend meat.
My second longest relationship.
Oh, Del, thank you so much, my dude. 35 months. You beauty. Hello. 35 months. I appreciate it, my dude. How are you doing? I hope you're well. You in child hunting? Nice. Should we alert the authorities, or...? So yeah, that, our Midlands derby was shit, wasn't it? I thought I'll watch a little bit of football this afternoon. I'll go live after. I watched the Sheffield United Southampton game. I was delighted when James Ward-Prowse scored a pen, then I remembered that I didn't have him in my fantasy league team that I thought I did. So that sucked. And then I thought, oh well, I may as well watch the Midlands derby. That'll be a feisty affair. Dull as fucking dishwater, isn't it? Really? So yeah, that's where we're at. So it's gonna be like, it's not gonna be a very long one tonight, I don't think. Just gonna be a pretty chill, searching around for like mainly free players. There is a Zoom pub friendship time happening. Like now, I think it started like 8 minutes ago. So I'm probably gonna jump off in a couple of hours. Go see my mates for a bit. But yeah, I thought like I did have like three unplanned days off this week. I better at least go live. You're hanging? What? Hanging like hungover? Or hanging on in there? I do, by the way, have a delivery due like in the next 20 minutes or something. So I'll disappear for 5 minutes. Basically, I went to go cook some food and then realized I have no food, so I just did a quick like Aldi delivery order. Alright, let's play some Football Manager, shall we? Hell yeah. Okay. So, first of all, we need to figure out who's sticking around and who's leaving. Ben Hall. He's not going to cut it at... Yeah, decent National League player. Adam Little, 2 goals and 2 assists in... I mean, he only started 8 games, but he played 20 games. He was disappointing. Put it that way. I was hoping for more. If he'd got himself like a handful of goals, like 5 to 10 goals or something, like, would have kept him around, but he was never gonna nick Ramkilder's spot, was he? With his 34 goals in 44 games. Not hungover. Well, I'm glad you're hanging on in there, dude. All these guys are on loan. Tobin's not coming back. Copping is available on a free. So I reckon we pick him up. He's got not many cons. Professional individual. He's a decent all-round player. And he can cover centre-back and right-back as well, and he's decent at both. So I think we'll definitely try and sign him up, because his contract's up another season. Tobin. Sharman Lowe, I'm hoping... Can we... No, we can't yet. Maybe he'll come back, because we're now in League One. But what a player he's been. 25 clean sheets in 45 games. Only conceded 28. And, like, it wasn't just because we were defensively amazing. It was because, like, he was pulling off saves. Wendell Brighton Lallana, no way. Brighton scoring. And if they leave it up to their 47-year-old central midfielder. Ben Wyatt, we're going to let go. Bruff, we're going to let go. Scott Maloney, we're going to let go. Little, we're going to let go. These guys, Sewell. Sewell is available on a free, actually. His contract's up at the end of the season. So I'm hoping we can nick him, because he's been good. 11 goals, 9 assists in 36. He's improving. Anderson, Springer, like, I'd like to bring him back, but I've said this before, I'm not too worried about wingers, right? Like, whether it be signing wingers or loaning wingers, because, like, it feels like 75% of the database is wingers with a wrong foot, you know? Brendan Rodgers team bottling. Well, they just struggle with... I mean, they struggle, I mean, to more of an extent, like... The same thing that every team other than Man City struggles with. Is once you get past that, like... first 11, 12 players... you've not got a lot. Barnes is out, Maddison's out. You know, you're two prime creators, really. The fact that they were so high up the table with Maddison out for so much of the season. Over-reliance on Vardy up top's very real. Yeah, that's their big thing, isn't it? And not to forget, like, Johnny Evans is, like, not coming up to retirement age, but... what is he, 33 now? He ain't gonna be retiring, but he's definitely on, like... he's on the slowdown of his career, isn't he? Although Soyunchu's really... I really like Soyunchu. What's the young French lad that they signed? I forgot his name now. He's been really good. He's been impressive. Got loads of right backs. Where's Fofana? That's one, yeah. Yeah, Fofana. Yeah, their first choice midfield's good. I do think they're missing a right winger, but well, I think that's like the perfect blend. I'd say you've got like a 33-year-old Johnny Evans who's on the wind down. You've got a young defender in Fofana who's learning the ropes, and then you've got Soyuncu who's got a couple of years' experience. Like, still, what is he? 23, 24 now? Got a couple of years of starting experience, being good. HCA man. I'd say like, that's a really good blend for centre backs. Captain Morgan, mate. Yeah. Hell yeah. See you being a very good backline in 18 months' time. You had a first choice left back to that system. They're great. But yeah, they're just paper thin everywhere else. But it's the same with every club, really. Like there's not a lot of clubs that have got tons of depth. Just realised, I itched my eye, and I cut chilies before, so that's good. What else are we doing? Oh yeah. Callum Jones. I don't know, like, his recent form's been alright. He's a decent player to have around. If we can get him back on a cheap contract, he's probably going to be decent. He's a bit inconsistent. But, like, his general makeup's nice. Like, I'd be up for re-signing all these guys, basically. So, Coppin and Sewell, hopefully on a full-time deal. If we can get Anderson, Sharman Lowe, and maybe, like, another Chelsea lad from the academy, because we're League One now, we might have a bit more of a draw. Gonna clean up of our shortlist. We've got a load of toss here. Remove. Why are they... What? Have I got all these guys on trial? Oh, these are our youth academy. These are our youth players. Who the hell are these guys? What the? Yeah, whatever. Why are these guys not getting scouted? That's what I want to know. This guy's scouted for a week. Adam Rooney. Is he another one of the Rooney clan? But yeah, all of these guys here are going to be leaving. You're off. You're gone. Tobin's gone. Right, if we can get back... When's your contract up? Yeah. Spring has been good. Like, if we can get... I'm not too worried about wingers, but if we can sign Sewell, sign Coppin, get Lowe, Jones, Anderson... Because Anderson was pretty decent. 6 goals, 6 off the bench. Sorry, 6 appearances, 6 off the bench. 4 goals, 2 assists. Only really started to kind of like come into the team a little bit at the end. He was decent. Well, I think we could get battered. Who are you playing tomorrow? Are you a Chelsea fan? Lol. Yeah, tomorrow's gonna be interesting. So yeah, like the plan tomorrow is I'm probably gonna go live lunchtime-ish. And then I'm gonna like call it at about 4. Chill out, watch the United game. And then we'll be hanging out in the Discord. Get involved in the Discord. Dale, how you doing, man? Leicester's big thing is replacing Vardy. Is getting a striker that can replace Vardy. I wonder whether they go for Ivan Toney or something. Pick up Ivan Toney in the summer. So you're basically going to be splitting, you know, splitting responsibilities, and then you're taking over the year after. Well, he never gets battered in top matches. Yeah, I mean, it's a good point. And it's not like we've not been defensively horrible. We've not been defensively horrible. We've just not been creating chances. But City are very, very good. United haven't lost the way. Yeah. I don't know, man. I think we are going to get battered. Man City are very impressive. They're very goog. Oh, my food delivery's there. One sec. I think they're actually outside. Right, I'll tell you what. I'll be right back. Spare me 2 secs, chat. I need to put some things in the fridge. I'm back now. Did you miss me? Hello. I am back now. Sorry about that. It was supposed to be delivered before I went live, but like everything got held up for some reason. Right. But yeah, like what we're talking about. Man City tomorrow? Yeah. Go get involved in the Discord if you're not already. We'll be no doubt live chatting about it, but I don't know. Like Joe says, you know, like Ole very rarely gets outclassed in those big games. Man City are really, really good. So like, you got food? No, well, I had a grocery delivery. Chatting, shit posting, yeah, the usual. I'm having a pink gin and tonic though, so. Hell yeah. That's just the mods, usually. Usually, dude. Right, so we've got our short list going. Are there any players whose contracts are up? Are we like announced as? So, right, this is where I get confused sometimes. Like when you're doing the promotion hop, when do you kind of class as a higher level team? So you're going to get those more interesting players. I guess I can't really like make any offers to players until the 1st of June anyway. You know? We're on the 19th of June, right? Well, like I know that's when the fixtures get announced, but when does like the reputation boost happen? That's kind of like what I want. Right, so we've literally just played the game. I think like, yeah, yesterday. It's a 1.5 star rep now. Let's see. Like, I've got shitloads of money in the wage budget. Yeah, it's usually like between the... Yeah, like, I always think 25th for fixtures. Right, we need... What is it now? Contract? Is it going to be like needs... What was it now? There was one where it's like... Need work permit? Requires work permit or something? There we go. Work permit required. No. There we go. Thomas Aguilar. I mean, let's get him on trial. get him in on trial. Man, this is a bit epic, this music, innit? Sim a week or two. Hey, Xbox. Wan-Bissaka leaving Brighton this summer. He is good. I really like Wan-Bissaka. Like, I've said this a few times. Like, I'd like Bissouma at United, but he's not the midfielder that we need right now. He's like a bit more of a box-to-box, isn't he? I like him. I really like Bissouma. He'd be a better option in midfield than Matic for me. Like, he's more mobile. Liverpool could use him. I think the one place where Liverpool aren't deathly thin is midfield. The issue that they've got, though, is, like, Keita hasn't stepped up yet. Like, I still think he'll come good, Keita. Like, he's still very young. Just sell Fred. Are you fucking high? Fred's, like, our best midfielder. Probably did leave Bissouma be a decent addition. I'd say Bissouma would be more like a McTominay rotation type player. Like, he's like a mobile box-to-box type player. Toe J. Clemmer, thank you for the follow, dude. Bissouma runs all day, Liverpool have more playmakers. I'd say the only midfield playmaker they've really got is Thiago. Like, I don't mind Matic being there. Like, I think the thing is with Matic is he's just too static. I think you have to play Fred or Matic. But when you play Matic over Fred, you lose like a little bit of dynamism. Because Fred does get box to box. It really depends on the system you're playing. The nice thing with Matic is he's obviously really dangerous. Like, well, he's good at defending set pieces, dangerous in the air and stuff. Let's have a look at players like under 27. Dennis Politic. Dude, this is why, like, I'm not worried about not picking up wingers. What's he listed for? He's on 1.2 grand a week. I don't want to be buying players. I want to be picking up people who are free. Actually, that's a really good point. Hey, his contract's up. But contract status expiring in 3 months. Jordan Boone. You suck. I mean, we've scouted most of these guys. We'll get scout. Lewis Vaughan and Marcus Wood are scout. Gary Oliver. Jamie Brandon. I mean, most of these guys are like in Scotland, aren't they? So. Tom Lapsley? Ooh, I like your work rate, son. Is he any good? Godfish. Lapsley. Come on, insider knowledge, man. Woody Angel. Hell yeah. Good as a Woody. Yeah, give these guys a quick scout. So I've got a few players that I really want to pick up. I really want to pick up. Where's he gone? Oh no, Daniel. Ooh, I thought he'd sign a new deal on. I really want to pick up him on a free. Young Daniel. Daniel Shocker. My only worry with him is if we sign him on a pre-contract, is that going to cost us a load of money? If we have, do we have to wait for his contract to run down? Is it under 21s or is it under 23s? You want Fred McTominay and Basuma on the same team? I mean, yeah. Do you just want 11 players and expect them to play like 60 games a year? A scout report's really old on him. What, on him? 2 days. He's been on. He's been going to be on the shortlist for another 216. Maybe you were reading that as like the old, as the days since the thing was done. Yeah, just read it the wrong way around. Benny Ashley Seal, Pace Merchant, right? I don't hate Pace. I hate his wages. Okay, so we're getting those guys scouted. Let's see. I want. Right. Here we go. Josh Dixon, 21-year-old Carlisle. I wish there was a scout players button there, you know. Why have I not got a scouting package? What the fuck? He's removing it. There we go. Quad the fuck? No, we just got all these boys added in. That's a whole lot of people. Holy shit. You need another left back. Be a scout. I do wish it'd stop removing my goddamn recruitment package. Chat in a rude mood. Oh, look, it's you and Godfish are here. How you doing, Beth? Right, we'll give you a scout. Hartigan. Doesn't look bad. We do need midfielders, to be fair. To be fair. Oh, Dom Telford. Is he still a lower league cheat code? Remember when we had Dom Telford at Stockport? Hell yeah. Ethan Chislett. I'll look at you. And I would? Sure. Julien Carré. Nice. He's not getting games for Fleetwood. I don't think he's going to cut it. Look at you. El Nombre. Everton youth player. We'll have a look at him, I guess. Scout report on those guys. That's a good thing, a good idea, actually. Let's do club, division, Premier League. Do like 23. Scout these guys. These lads are getting released. Charlie Farr, actually. Let's cancel that. Cancel you, because you're poo. Timi Subawale. Man City Youth. And $3 grand a week, though, so you might want a massive wage. Filthy Gilfy. Hell yeah. Premature enter, then. Make sure you ask permission. If you're not any good at FM, which team should I be on my YouTube save? If you're just getting into the game, pick a fairly large team that you know quite well. All right, like that's always my recommendation. Is pick a team that you know quite well. And the best advice is don't worry if you lose. It's a single player game. You can lose. You can lose loads of games. You can get fired. You can still have fun in a save. This isn't a game that you have to win. Football Manager isn't a game that you win. It's a game that you play. I think that's a big misconception, really. Like, it's a story game at the end of the day. It's a manager RPG. Goal of the season. Yeah. Money's been up, though. Ramkilde, number 9. Hell yeah. Oh, we were so close from the 1 to 11 starting. Starting 11. Damn. We are going to try and sign Jamie Sewell, though. Those Ramkilde goals. Yeah, man. 34 goals. Gog damn. Was that 6 League Manager of the Month awards? I've got to get Manager of the Year, right? I've got to get Manager of the Year. How did Ramkilde not get Player of the Season? Play possession football. Defensively solid football. And so they want... What? Right, so they want defensive possession, entertaining football. Pick one. Pick one. How about I just do this, right? No, they get rid of that. Yeah, whatever. We'll do it. Yeah. Manager of the Month again. Damn, I'm good. Damn, I'm good. On to the next season. Very well. What do we say? Do we say we think we're good enough, or do we think that we? You've all done very well to adapt to our style of play. I don't know what's the right answer here. Bit of Catenaccio high press tick attacker, you know? There's only 12 players in that meeting. Yeah. Yeah. Oh shit. Okay. Fuck that, I don't know. It's alright. I think we kind of saved it. We'll be alright. Agiapong. I know that name. Oh yeah, he's X-Man City. Oh, he's not very quick, is he? That's the one thing I want from wingers, is a bit of pace. City are defensively solid on possession. That is true. I mean, I guess we are as well. Like, we conceded the least amount of goals, I think. Yeah. 29 goals in 46. But we did score 95 goals. Honestly, like... Ooh, hello. Bigger stadium. Nice. Here we go. Ooh. Now, honestly, like, this is... I think this is one of my better achievements on the game, you know? In the last few years. Is getting a team that's underspending so much. And it's not like I've gone out and found, like, absolute world beater players. They've all just played really well. We've got a system that works. I mean, Ramkilder has carried us a little bit, I guess. But it's not like he's playing... He's not playing an average 8.5, is he? We just create good chances for him. They're just increasing it by 1,000. Like, we didn't game the system, like, too much. We scored quite a lot of set pieces, but I've got good headers of the ball, good set piece delivery. Shit team doing well is more satisfied than the big team winning everything. That's why everyone loves Liverpool so much. That's what Barrow did in non-league. Yeah, essentially. That's what I wanted to carry on. Oh shit, sorry. Punch my mic. Ramkilder plays well because the climate in Barrow reminds him of Scandinavia. Nice. Yes. We're in a lot of debt. Holy shit. Wait, what? We were slated to be like... Oh, wait, no, is that because of the stadium? Well, no, because we're only spending 130 grand on that. We've got a very small stadium. We've got... They're adding a 30% to our stadium capacity. Sticking another 1,000 on there. I'll look at Dion McGee. I don't tend to look at, like, recommended players for saves like this. Like, players recommended by chat. The way I play the game, generally, like, there is times when I'll do it, or players that I know of. But the way that I tend to do it, especially for these lower league type saves, is I'll let my scouts and, like, I'll use the way that I look for players to find the players, rather than just go, here's a list of 10 great League 2 signings that will get you promoted. Like, it's not really the way how I play it. But I appreciate the recommendation, but, you know, It's the same. It's the same way that like I personally don't see the entertainment value, the enjoyment value in starting as Man United with the most money in the game and like buying every wonder kid in the game. Like it just doesn't entertain me. But then again, like I play the game a lot. I put a lot of hours into this game. So I get it if like, you know, I mean when I'm streaming, I'm playing like I'm playing a bit offline, so like I'm playing like 30 hours a week, 40 hours a week in a game every week. I get it if you're like, if it's a bit of an hour every other night and a bit on the weekend type thing, but I just don't see the fun in having your handheld playing the game, you know? I like the look of Calder Silva, but not for defense. I think he'd be a good midfielder. You do Portugal next, got no chance of wonder kids joining. Yeah, and the nice thing is like so many teams in Portugal seem to have that, like seem to have a really good youth academy, so they can set up really well. They've got really good youth setups. Sorry, so you can bring through good youth players, and then you've also got like the South American import market as well. Like, give across with National North, only in League One. Nice. That's cool, man. Like I say, I appreciate the recommendation, but it's not how I'm playing the save right now. I'm sure I've come across him as well though. Dion McGee, is it Birmingham? Birmingham. Why do I know? Oh, he's ex-Man United. That's why I know him. And that is why I like late game, you know. I like late game FM. Once you get like 5 or 6 years in. Although some would argue that's mid game. When all the wonder kids are already at like massive teams. Or like the starting wonder kids are already at massive teams. So you've either got to sign them as like a big money signing, or you're never getting them. So you've got to do like you gotta find the hidden gems. I love that part of the game. Well, I think that's one of the like not the least, but like I don't think a lot of people enjoy watching that as much. Unless you've been invested in the save. People want to see Erling Haaland at Man United and shit. Like, I get that. I do. Well, like, you know, I think if I was gonna, it's why I did that Porto save idea for YouTube that I've not given up on. Like, I just started at the wrong time. I started that as a way to kind of re-motivate myself to play Football Manager, and what I should have done is gone, no, I'm gonna not play Football Manager, and I'll come back when I'm motivated to play it. But I don't know if that the special Dan is dead. I don't know. We'll see. PSG still right. It's not to say that I don't think big team saves can be fun, but I think you've got to put yourself under some kind of restriction. Like if I do it, like if I do a Man United save, the only time I've done Man United saves is I did one for the beta. And I think I did like half a season after that first season or the second season, or it's just boring. Like, you're too good. Like, there's too many good players. I like the struggle, dude. No, I did back for 3 months. Oh no, he signed a new deal. We ain't getting him. Yeah, if you give yourself some some transfer restrictions, like making PSG French would be a fun save. You know, making them France's club, like getting rid of that stigma of oil money and say like, yeah, we're gonna be France's team. Kind of the way that Bayern are for Germany, you know. Whenever I've done a United save that I've enjoyed, it's always been like, I want a homegrown United. Like, not necessarily through the youth academy, but like British players, all players through the youth academy. Which I prefer to say with the narrative. That's always my recommendation for anyone that's struggling getting into an FM save. Is like, choose your team not based on money or anything like that. Island, nice. Don't base it on like the money you've got or like the players they've got. Base it on a narrative, like just even if it's just like a little bit of a thing of like. I always like using Bilbao as an example. Like their narrative is you can only have Basque players. That's a really interesting thing. So you're immediately limited to the amount of the kind of players you can sign, and you've also got to lean on the youth system. So like the way that you're going to break into that top 4 in Spain, it's going to be smart recruitment and good tactical management. You know, you've got to out tactic the game. So that's a really good way of playing it. Or you could go for like something like I did with my Red Star save. Is like, you know, the only. Well, one of the few non-Big 5 league teams to win the European Cup. Like, ex-Yugoslavian team, you know, like a team that was playing in a league that doesn't exist anymore, all that kind of shit, you know. Have a narrative. Have, like, that's why I started that, the Lyon save. So the Marseille save, sorry. Like, one of the last big teams. I really like that as a narrative, by the way. Like, getting a team that is nowhere near the champion, like, getting to a Champions League final to try and win the Champions League with them again. Or build them back up to, like, at least the stature they used to have. We did it with Depor. Like, not necessarily with the Champions League, but we won La Liga. We got them back into Champions League knockout stage regulars. Like, we did that kind of thing with it. We built them back up. I'm all about the narrative stuff. Teach try that with Monaco. Yeah. Rebuilding a Fallen Giant. Fallen Giant stuff's great. And that's why I think I think SAF challenge, like the Sir Alex Ferguson challenge save, is a really good starting point. If you're looking for a team to buy into, like, to take over a team that's second bottom from the league and go, I'm going to try and get these guys to challenge for a title in the next 5 or 6 years. I mean, and don't forget, like, that... did we sign the recommended youth players? I don't think we had any recommended youth players. They're all turd. Clear this up. Silence. Oh shit! I just remembered actually. Let's. How long? 199. Here we go. Cool, whatever. I never watched the social media stuff anyway. But yeah, like, there's loads of other teams. Try and win a Champions League. I think trying to win the Champions League with Celtic might be quite a fun save. Just due to the money struggle. It'd be similar to the Red Star save, I think. Trying to win another Champions League with Benfica, because like the nice thing with Portugal is, I think if you're even if you're one of those big 3 sides in Portugal, those other sides are still going to try and spend money to keep up with you. Same in Scotland. Like, if you're Celtic or Rangers, the other one's always going to try and spend money to keep up and beat you. I like the idea of doing a Scotland save where you're not one of the old firm. And not only trying to dominate the league, but trying to win a European trophy. An Aberdeen save for me is really appealing. I don't know if I'll do it this year, but it's up there on my saves to do. Try Lisbon Lions-esque save. Yeah, exactly, yeah. Lisbon Lions is a really good idea. I love the idea of... I've talked to a few database modders about doing this, but like setting Barcelona up like Bilbao, so you can only sign Catalan players. It'd mean like the issue with it is you've got a load of players at the club who aren't Catalan. So like I need to think of a workaround, like whether I'd do it like there'd be a way to start the date like 5 years in the future. So it's like you could play out like Barcelona have gone bankrupt. They've been relegated down a couple of seasons. You've got a dilapidated, like literally you could have like the Camp Nou, but have the stadium quality at like, because there is like a stadium quality, isn't there? Yeah, stadium condition at like ruined, like so you're just playing in a ruined like Camp Nou, and then you have to rebuild, but we're doing it as a Catalan thing. I love the idea of that. I think that would be an amazing save, like an amazing thing to be involved in. But like I don't know how you'd even start to set that kind of shit up. Red Star's European Glory. Yeah, it was really good fun. Do Red Star Paris on the Saint Parisian. Gonna watch a Red Star Paris save? Go check out Dupe. Dupe. Good guy, Dupe. I've not spoken to Dupe in ages, actually. I should reach out. He's a good boy, he's Dupe. Here we go. Record high points total for Barrow. Whoa! League 2 Player of the Year. I mean, I think he did get the highest rating. 8 goals, 3 assists. I nearly let him go at the end of last season. Best player in the league. Manager of the Year. Let's go. Yes. Shaman. We've got to get Shaman Low back. Shaman Low, Matt Platt. Shot. Ramkill. Wait! So Kagossi's the player of the year, but he doesn't get in the team of the year. Brr? Who are you? That's weird. I don't think I've ever seen that. I mean, he was good. But my back two were incredible. Maybe do the Catalan thing with Espanol. That's not a bad shout. Let's go outside with the team and it gets boring, leave. I don't think enough people do that, you know. Fuck. That's fine. You know, like when a save goes wrong, loads of people just tend to just give up on the save, quit, go find another team in that universe. Like the start of the game is the most boring time for me because all the players are where they're supposed to be. Like I love that the game state a few years in, where players have moved around, like the status quo's been shifted. I love that. It's the most enjoyable part of the game for me. Most fun I've had in years was the Legia save. Making the jump from slapping around other Polish teams. That was the same kind of thing with me with the Red Star save. Like, but that was the struggle, right? I think if I was going to continue that save, that Red Star save, I'd have had to have left. I think I'd have had to have left the club. Like, he's just lacking too many of the mentals that I like. He's only 19, but I think he's going to want an absolute bomb of a wage. Don't hate this kid. But Stephen Age. Maybe we'll try and nick him. Plenty of options. But yeah, like the issue with that Red Star save was I was literally playing my reserve side against in the league in the cup and slapping teams 3-0, 4-0. Like, we're going unbeaten seasons with my backup team and just saving my starting 11 for European games. Like, I remember the season that we won the Champions League. I think like my 4 or 5 best players didn't get in the domestic team of the year because they didn't play enough games. Like, I'd literally just play them to get them, like, keep them fit for the European games. Which is great, because we could go into the European games with a fit team, but... oh, you're right. Nah, you're poo. But then because, like, the thing with that is, like, the European runs are really fun. But once you get knocked out of the European Cup, it's like, okay, well, let's just basically sim the rest of the season until we get back to... Until we get back into Europe next year, you know? I think towards the end point, I think we got automatically into the group stage. Or at least, like, the last playoff. Depot was really fun. I really, really enjoyed Depot last year. That was a really, really fun save. I need to get a Depot kit. We need a Depot kit on that wall, don't we? Go and find me a nice Depot kit. The hip save in Scotland was fun. Yeah, I think like any of those teams that are usually in like the top half of the Premier League, the Scottish Premier would be fun. Falcon, I'm good, man. How are you, dude? Sorry, I'm a bit behind chat. Going the Champions with Anderlecht. Belgium's an interesting one in terms of like how fun it'd be. Because I feel like there's a lot of teams on level pegging, but I think once you start getting into late stage European stuff, nah. I'm gonna trigger that extension. Just like he's gonna be our third choice keeper. I think I'm gonna send him down to the under 18s. But that's it. I think everyone else can leave. Dover Vanarama National. Ooh! Have we just found a non-league gem? Is he signing the National North South? No, signing in League 2. First season, we finished mid-table. Second season, we absolutely ruffle-stomped the league. Hey, Michael, take it easy, man. Build a nation save. I love the idea of a build a nation save. I don't know how interesting that would be as a stream save. I could see it as a YouTube save. I know Jack's done it. Did Jack do it with was it with Gibraltar, I think? Well, he essentially, like, it wasn't so much about like how well the team was doing. It was about how the nation was doing. So he kept, like, his team was obviously improving all the time, but he was also using that as a springboard to improve the teams in the league and building Gibraltar up to a good level. I'm sure it was Gibraltar. We're gonna get a full knowledge on you, yeah. Make an inquiry, see how much they want. Man, like 18 years old. Technicals leave a bit to be desired. He looks really good though. Like he could genuinely. Why is he? Plays a little bit right wing. He's a Tory. Is that Raz's son? Hell yeah. Russia's an interesting one. I've thought about doing a save in Russia a few times. Like, it's an interesting country. Like. For football, because it's a country that I know nothing about in terms of football, so that'd be quite funny, quite fun, quite funny, quite fun. Repayments. Uh-oh. They love me. In Yeston Hughes' recent performances. He'll be fine. He's a child. He's had an alright season. 6.83. He's tidy. He's fine. Cameron Harper. Okay. Is he being scouted? He's being scouted. They've offered contracts to him. Oh, he's left. Is there anyone on my shortlist that's like not at a club? Now let's give all these guys trials. Does Scottish contracts finish a month early or something? Looks like it. I tried one with Wales. What, like the build a nation thing? Was he really building a nation, or was he just trying to make a Welsh team good? Because the whole thing with like a build a nation thing is, I'll be honest, I didn't catch many of his streams. He streams when I work, so. Good to see him back today, though. Love me a bit of pine. Was there friendlies? Oh, holiday. We'll get a look at him. Yeah, because the idea, like, with the build a nation save is like, you loan. Like, your good young players, or like your good players who would usually be like bench fodder to the teams around you. Try and like get them to do that. We need to have a clear out of our short list a bit. Shaquille McDonald. What a name. I've only got a few players left here that are to be scouted. Let's scout anyone over. Let's get full knowledge on all these guys, actually. Is he on? He's on trial with us. Ooh. Okay. Full knowledge. Get those boys scouted. I like this the look of this Jack Smith lad. Benny Ashley Seal, I don't think's the guy. Jamie Brandon. Why do my scouts love you, dude? You're not very good. Incredibly versatile, but like a non-league shit James Milner. So James Milner. So is he doing more of these now? Yeah, I know Sicky Lacar's doing one. Hesitant to do one given the regen issue. Yeah. Is the default skin zoomed out? No, this is the exclamation mark skin. It's the Renzi skin. It's like tweets, but anyone see the new Biggie doc on Netflix? No? I'll be honest, like, I've not watched anything on Netflix for forever. Like, my, what's the stuff? My Netflix watching has not happened recently. Like, for years now. I watch bits on YouTube. I watch history documentaries. History documentaries on YouTube, and I watch Twitch. That's it, like, that's what I do. The rest of the time, I'm like working, whether it be like working full time, like at my actual job, or streaming or stream related stuff. That's it. Like, I mean, recently I've been watching a lot of GTA RP. Hell yeah! I might watch that though, the Biggie doc. I find that, like, that whole hip-hop explosion, that 90s hip-hop explosion, really interesting. Even though it's not like my... It's not my go-to musical genre, like, I really enjoy a lot of hip-hop. I just find, like, the crossover for everyone so interesting. And, like, on a historical level. Like, it's just a really weird thing. I find that shit really, really intriguing. What an old Iheanacho. Is Iheanacho good? Ooh. Godfish has found this. Oh! What was he? He was in 9? Whose name would we get on the back of it? Who was our... Would we have to get silver, 21? We'd have to get silver, wouldn't we? Or Mad Marco. Wonder if you get a UDG? Nah. Like I only really get shirts of saves where something significant happened, or it was like a really in-depth save. UDG wasn't that. Matty long shots. Who would you say was like, for the people that watched that save, who would you say was the one guy that was that save? It's probably Rodinho, isn't it? Because we got him so young. Yeah. It was Mad Marco. Well loved. Kinzahimi. Kinzahimi was like the last season. Kinzahimi was great. Ended up a league and Champions League winning captain. Was he the captain? I can't remember. Maybe? I'd have to reinstall the game and have a look. I think it's got to be Rhodes. I quite like the idea of having Marco, though. My boy. There's probably someone who's, like, flown under the radar a bit. Got Man City shit with Terror Rising on it. Should we install, man? You know what, I'll do it. I'm going to boot up that save. Just to kind of see. Lol, I've got no disk space. Because I've installed GTA. One sec. Making sure I've got no graphics saved in any of these other FM folders. No. It takes up 5 gig. Remove that. Install you. Just take no time to reinstall, by the way. You know what? Install you. Yeah. I've not played DayZ in fuck knows how long. October last year. They're the same. What? Okay. Let's see cleaner as well. There we go. What the hell was I saying? Well, the views. Yeah, I use the same FM20 views in this game. By the way. But yeah, we're gonna boot up the old depot save. Alright, it's downloading. Lose Hyde. Oh shit! Yeah, I forgot that we'd actually signed this kid. Hey, he's pretty good. I don't hate him. He's on like £200 a week. Fine for me. I don't want you. We need to keep an eye on the players that are getting like transfer, like contract offers from other teams. Get another Danish striker. Why am I getting told? He ain't interested. Don't care about Ben Ashley. Don't really care about you either. Jack Smith, though. Right, guys. Someone who knows. If I offer Jack Smith a pre-contract, are we going to have to pay, like, some form of out-of-court settlement fee? That's going to fuck us? Or is it better to wait until their contracts run out and then try and sign them? Ghana, OG. Ghana's not a bad shout. Up to under 21s. Okay. I couldn't remember whether it was under 21s or under 23s. When does the transfer window open? The preseason's there. When the fuck's the... On the 9th. The transfer window's opened. Why can't I make an offer? Oh wait, is it because... Oh, they're saying no. Like, Chelsea is saying no. Shit. See on the screen how much compo you'd pay. It's not, though. Like, whenever I go into... Well, I can't offer offer him a contract yet anyway. Alright, I reckon we reloan Callum Jones. Oh, you love it. It was fine last year. Maybe when we get announced as a League 2 team. I don't know. Maybe. Mebs. Boot this up. I want to see. I want to look at this Depot team. Luke Kundle. One to 3 bravery though. Pedro Gonçalves. Tremendapoo. Good old Jelson. Hell yeah, dude. Where are we? Death ball. Let's do it. Dario Serna Jr. It was such a fun save, this, man. Hello? Zahimi. Mad Marco. Damn, he was good. Look how long we had him as well. 7 years. Consistently really solid. What an absolute nutcase. Love this guy. Look at this old skin as well. Daniel Hoey. I don't think he'd count. We only had him for a year. But what a year. Laurenai. Vamos Ramos. Jailson. Yeah, I don't think Jailson would be it. He was only really a starter for a season. Great player though. Man, he was so good. Holy shit. I forgot how good some of these players were. He is obscenely good. Michael Perlo. Damn. 17 passing, 20 vision, 15 decisions. I'll make an executive decision that it's not going to be any players that we sold along the way. Yeah, I mean, it could be Torres. Torres was the first choice basically since like his second season. Nicked him from Racing Club for 3.5 million quid, and then was just Mr. Dependable ball winner. Look at him, man. Work rate, stamina, he's aggressive. He's everything. Velez was in that case. Yeah, Velez was good. Nando Velez. Who was the captain, though? Yeah, it was Rodinho. Captain Rudds. I'm saving him for last because he was nuts. Yeah, Velez was so good, man. 6'4", rapid. He just never really, like, scored tons of goals. Spent 89 million on him as well. Damn. We're saving Rudds for last. We had 3 players score 20 goals, though. It's not bad going. But Pereira as well. I reckon, like, I think if we'd have played him a bit more, he'd have turned into genuinely one of the best strikers in the game. Danny Olmo. Danny Olmo would be a shout. Oh no, I'm remembering from Marseille, aren't I? Walter Gomez. Walter Gomez was a great pickup. 8 million quid. One of the best midfielders in the game at that point. Peter Andre. I forgot that we got to like 2028 in this game. Pearl. I really like Pearl. Who was the Spanish guy we sold? Caballero. It probably would have been Caballero if we hadn't have sold him. Mateo Caballero. We had Perlo. Joel Gonzalez. And we had some good players. I remember being like hypercritical of this guy. He's like, oh, he's not that good a midfielder. He's fucking amazing. Check club icons. That's a good shout, actually. Man, I even remembered Marco's number. Luco was great. He was really good, actually. I remember umming and ahhing whether he was worth 11 million quid. Yeah. Yeah, he was. Kinzihimi. Yeah, we stole his face back. Give me back that face, boy. Club icons, let's see. Legends, none of us. Me, I'm an icon. Caballero, Rodinho, Michael Perlo, Luco. I forgot how long Luco had been at the club, actually. Luko Vukovic. Our Serbian back pair. But yeah, I think it's got to be Rudds. £18 million signing. 7 years at the club. 125 goals in 234 appearances. Like, not like crazy clinical. But man, what a player. 22 caps and 9 goals for Brazil as well. I think you sim this save and he turns into like one of the best players in the game. Like in terms of like what he wins. He's won it by Chelsea, Liverpool, Real Madrid. Like he's going somewhere, isn't he? Does he have a weakness other than his defensive attributes? It'd have to be Rodinho. It'd have to be Rudds 9, wouldn't it? Do I want to spend 60 quid though? I wish you could see it on the back. It'd be 63 quid. I'll see how much Twitch pay me this year. This week. Next week. We'll see. I do have other things I need to spend 50 quid on. You can't jump. Other than that. I mean, like, 14 strength isn't weak. 12 bravery isn't bad. Like, I mean, and bearing in mind, right? Bearing in mind, I played him in most of his career as like a false 9. He was always the false 9. So I wonder, like, how many goals. I think we played him as an advanced forward. Like this year, there was a year where he scored quite a lot of goals. But it's just because he was so creative. Like, passing, technique, vision, decision making. His anticipation was great. Could do everything, man. What a player. I'll keep an eye out. I'll have a look. We do need one. We need to have a depot shirt. Oh gosh. Anyway, enough of that. Play some FM21, shall we? Recruitment meeting. Yeah, bye. I'm doing it. Don't worry. I've got this. Yeah. We'll deal with this as the season goes on. Pre-season starts really soon, and I've got no transfers sorted. Right. This Jamie Brandon guy looks pretty good, actually. But not for what we need to use him for. He's not good enough on the ball. Sonny Bradley. He's just slow, isn't he? Ooh, he's 30 years old. He's been doing the rounds. We'll keep him on trial. Right, he's wanted by a few people. I don't mind that. Phoebe. You want Etienne? Why are you down there? Stephen Boyd. J. Charleston King. I don't think so. We need a new keeper. Unfortunately. Is anyone on my shortlist? No. Is it contract? I can't even remember now. Transfer, was it? Required. No. Right, we've got these guys. Sam Blair. We need goalies. What are those guys checked? Okay, we've got a couple of... Nathan Bishop. I'm trying to remember what Nathan Bishop's like. Mickey Van Sass. He might be alright. You want a Ren shirt if you refuse to pay 60 quid for it? They're decent on eBay in terms of Deathball shirts, yeah. I'll keep an eye. I've got a lot of shirts. I should get them framed, really. I should get some frames. Some shirt frames. Anthony Scully pops up in my recommended. Did he? Trial. Hey, Keelan, how you doing, man? I hope you're good. How's your Saturday? I mean, that goes to everyone, really, but... upgraded him on the patch. We'll have a look at him. We shall see. Meow, 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 meow. Man, I just want you back. He is too good for us. He is. He's probably a championship keeper. Championship quality. I'll keep an eye on him though. Like, he is going on the shortlist forever. Forever. And never, 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 never. Yeah. Ronan, eh? Not for me. Potentially. Bum, 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 bum. How do you set up Skype for a non-league club with only free transfers available? I just leave it to my... I usually do like this. Even players. Yeah. I usually just send my scouts to look at people rather than like send them on specific scouting missions. I'll search with attributes and then add them to a shortlist and get them to scout them that way. That's how I've got this. Hey, y'all suck, dude. Let's go. All y'all. I mean, he'd do a job for a year, I guess. Not a bad keeper. He's decent, actually. Ben Hammer. The Hammer. He's been around, hasn't he? Lewis Hardcastle offer. I'm listening. I want to sell him. Peterborough on him. Right, get rid of that. Bye. Bye. Sorry for asking. How many the scouting view a detailed list could fit more in? All right, okay. So like the default scouting view is a bit bleh. I don't like it. You go into players, player search. So this is like that one. If you go into general info, it condenses it all. If you download my views. So you click on that first, and then you go to the scouting view. Oh, no, not that one. There we go. So then you can like have it more condensed. Just a huge anus. Is it that big because you just keep sticking stuff up there? You're having a massive wank while watching me. Nice, dude. You're only human, man. I must ask though, are you using the old one finger, one thumb technique for micro penis, or like are you using a utensil? I need to know, dude. Yeah, dude. Fill me up, man. I'm so into, like, you know, just sexual fantasies with people who've obviously got arrested development and mummy/daddy issues. That's my kink, dude. It really hits the spot. Welcome back. But it's a work. Hey, no worries, dude. As much as I will fly off the handle and call people fucking idiots, I like teaching people how to play the game as well. Yeah, the hard work begins. Let's go. Yeah. Great response. Let's go. They love me. I think you got bored and wanted off. Tom, how you doing, man? You made brownies. Ugh. I made oatmeal brownies like last week. They were goog. It was like oatmeal brownies with dried fruit and shit. It was great. You made banana cup for X3 course. Oh, are you doing like a catering course? Your waistline suffering. Eh. Weight is changeable. Flavor is forever. Here to help in case. Yeah. Like, you're gonna get trolled mercilessly. Don't worry about it. Sorry, should I call you Tony? That was our kink, right? That was our thing. Good, man. We're just our training camp squad, our training thing starts soon. The team's back. Preseason is upon us. We need to get some transfers done. Like damn. Either or. Okay. I'm just gonna start calling you different names then. Beginning with T. Timmy. Okay. I see signing a new deal. Fuck. Right, can we load him? Yep. Alright. We'll sign you back. Jamie. Fuck. Alright, so he's happy with that. Yes! Oh shit, I need to change that. Yeah. Sure thing, dude. Well poo. Well poo. Right, I've got no goalies. That's a problem. Copping's coming back. We'll bring Wilson back. Actually, how are we from the field? Hardcastle's off. Yeah, we're good. We'll bring Calm Jones back. He's been good. Yeah. We'll bring Springer back as well. I guess. Come on. Wow. Bye, Tony. Right, we're bringing those three back in. We've got a 17-man squad. Hell yeah. You've to have to make a GIF. Figuration to be super cool. Nice. Are you finding FN21? I like it, man. I think it's a proper, like, bit of a poison chalice. FM21. The match engine's way better, right, than 20. Issue is, loads of the match stats don't work, which is such a pain in the ass. Like, there is a lot of issues with the game. I think the actual in-game experience is better though. How do you get your view into FM21? Right, so like if you subscribe to the views, exclamation mark views, they'll download into your FM20 folder. All you need to do is copy and paste them into the views folder on FM21, and then you import them. So you go views, custom, manage views. You can bring it in there, or you can go into import view. I think you have to go into this actually, and then you do it that way. You have clear-cut chances. Apparently assists don't register. Like, it's weird. It's in a weird state. I hope they have another patch at the end of March. Because if not, it's not very good. Okay. Man, I'm pissed. Like, I want those Chelsea players back. I want those Chelsea players back, dude. This sucks. Right, so we need a keeper. Need a keeper, need a left back. Need a centre back. We're fine for centre mids. We need some wingers. Some wingists. Yeah, keeper, centre back, left back, 2 wingers. Right, that's 5 players. I'll take us to a 23-man squad. 22-man squad. And then we'll be good. When's the next patch? This end of March. But it's generally just like a data update. He's got the wrong strong foot. Nice. 20 easy to get into, 21's a better engine for sure. Yeah, man. It's a good game. Like, it's a shame, man. It's a real shame because I'm gonna have to, like, if they don't fix this by the end of March, I'm gonna have to really lay into fucking the game. I'm gonna have to not recommend this game to people, even though I've had a lot of fun with it. Like, because it's just not. It's another last year's game was a game that wasn't finished, that they stopped pushing updates for. Right. This year's game isn't finished, so this is gonna be 2 years in a row that they haven't finished the game to a working standard. And then they're going to expect people to buy another one next year. Is it just the stats in-game? In-game stats don't translate to each other, and you can't see things like passing maps. Assists don't work properly. But stupidly we will. There's no other option. It's part of the issue. This year, yeah. I just mean like... Yeah, in 6 months they're going to release another one. Or 7 months, whatever. So what's wrong with it at the minute? There's a load of back-end issues that, like, when you get deep into a save, new gens and regens aren't spawning properly, so like you end up with a really sparse save. Stats don't track, so like match stats don't track. You can have differing stats in the same match for like the same stat based on which screen you look at it in. We found a thing where we scored 4 goals and apparently there was no assists in the game based off the looking at passes or crosses and things like that. There's issues like you can't look at pass maps. You can't properly look at in-game match reviews and stats. So you can't look at like passing networks, and you can't look at loads of that stuff's broken. Yeah, it's not good. I think there's still issues with promises and stuff. Like FM12 was great. The best recent one's FM18 for me. I think that was that was a good game. But, you know, what are you gonna do? We keep buying them. We keep buying them. The only time they're gonna start changing things is when people stop buying it, and that's not gonna happen because there isn't another option. It's not like remember when like early, well not early, like mid 2000s, mid to late noughties, when FIFA was really shit, and people spoke with their feet and bought PES, because PES was better. So look, there was more and more people playing PES. So FIFA went, oh shit, we better sort this out. And FIFA's gone to shit again, like since then. But it's still better than PES. But there was another option. And that's what there needs to be, but there won't be. There's no other company that's gonna put the back end work into making a game like this, because the hard work is already done almost, like in terms of the database. The database is there, it's just edited. And like there's new players added and things like that, and it's tweaks, but it's there. Like the base information is there for all the players. Like hundreds of thousands of players and staff members and all that kind of stuff is already there. It's just a way of displaying them. Whereas like a company that was going to start up would have to start completely fresh. Not only that, find a new way of, like, you couldn't show a player like that because I'm sure that SI are going to have that copyrighted. You know, this way of looking at a player. And then if you change the way that somebody looks at a player, like in the most base instance, if you change the way that somebody who's used to playing Football Manager, or Championship Manager as it was, like, if you change the way that they have to interpret a player based on attributes or stats or whatever it is, like, and change this entire view, are you going to get people moving over? Like, I don't know, like, how covered they are in terms of the way that they represent players' stats and attributes, but Yeah. There's no other option. It's the issue, man. And this isn't like a criticism of the devs per se. Like I don't doubt that everybody who works on the game wants to release the best game they can. They don't. It's not that they don't give a shit. But I just don't think the yearly release model works. For a game like this, I don't see how it can. Which is so in depth. I don't see how a yearly release model can work. Have a version of a game, and then a yearly DLC of data updates. You know, or you pay a subscription. You know, you buy the game, you pay a £10 a year DLC bundle, and and you can get the updates. I mean, COVID obviously affected it. COVID affected everything. The big issue for me is like the game had issues last year when they stopped supporting it before COVID was a thing. Like a season pass. Yeah, exactly. And you can opt out of the season pass. You can opt out of the updates if you want. If you want the official updates, then you have to sign up to it. But you could just get the base game and they use unofficial patches and stuff, I guess. Because modding's a thing. But I don't think they'd ever do that. I don't think they'd ever do that because they rely so much on a yearly turnaround. Like their business model's based on a yearly game release. I don't buy it for the digital world. It's I don't know, man. Like, for something that's got such a rapid turnaround, like, it's obviously going to affect things. Going from a working environment where you're working in an office in a work zone to working at home where you maybe don't have an at-home office. You know, maybe you're working on a system at home that isn't as good, or like, you know, shit like that. I don't know. Like, you can't just talk to the person next to you who's working in the same department as you. It definitely had an impact, but like, maybe this was the year to go, yeah, there's not going to be another game next year. There's going to be a data update, but we're gonna continue working on this game till it works. Lose so much, yeah, exactly. They'd lose too much money. It'll never happen. It'll never happen unless they drastically change their business model, which I don't think they will, because they don't have to. Yeah, like, I don't think working from home does have its disadvantages. It has a lot of advantages, but it has its disadvantages in terms of actually being able to, you know, talk as easily and freely with the people you usually work with. 100%. 100%. Anyway, chat, I'm going to leave it there for now. Short stream, like I said. Only a couple of hours. I'll be back live tomorrow. Plan is live tomorrow afternoon before the United game, and then I'm gonna go and watch that, and then probably drink myself into a coma because we just got spanked 8-0 by Man City. Could improve my typing. Oh man. Alright, but yeah, thanks for tuning in, guys. I really do appreciate it. Del, thank you so much for the 35-month resub. Thank you for all the new follows. If you're new to the channel, you enjoy the stream, hit that follow button. Like I said, I'll be back live tomorrow. Next week, we'll be back on like a regular schedule. Kind of like late lunch start, and then carrying on from there. Yeah, if you're new, hit that follow button. If you're new as well, if you're not already, go and get involved on the Discord. Loads of good chat on there. And obviously get live notifications and shit as well. Follow me on Twitter. And such. I think Young Dave's live, you know. Yeah. Go watch Young Dave as a party. Yeah, it's not a schedule, it's a schedule. It's a CH. But yeah, guys, I'll see you all tomorrow. Have a good evening. Bye-bye now.
Fuck you up. 44-1 or something
Way
like that.
down with a raid.
Can't do a shout out, Dave, so I'm not mod anymore.
I'll do it.
It's all in ginger.
Big up Dan. Where are Bologna? They're in